The days are getting shorter, the sun is rising later, and yet another summer has passed without resolution to the small boat's crisis. First light and we spot a recently abandoned dinghy. The disregarded clothes and a blanket are still wet. We counted at least 10 life jackets. The people who wore them have now moved on, but they've left behind communities which, whilst largely empathetic, appear exhausted, divided and frustrated after the UK committed nearly £200 million to the French over the last 6 years to help break the cycle. Mike Golding has lived here for more than 40 years and says it's become normal to see migrants arriving on the beaches.
You've got to feel sympathy for them, but you've got to draw the line and how many are going to let into the country and what you're going to do about it to stop them. The French are not going to do anything. They want rid of them as much as we don't want them.
Are you kind of resigned to the way things are?
Yeah, very much so. Nowadays you just take it for granted they're going to come and that's it really. Nothing we can do at this level.
But others can't contain their anger and are turning their frustrations directly onto the migrants.
Lawbreakers!
Lawbreakers, shouts one woman.
They're coming in now to land. Can you tell me why you're here?
Another, local resident Kim Rye, films as she challenges new arrivals on the beach at Dungeness a few weeks ago.
Was France not a nice country to live in?
It's organised.
It's organised crime. It's divisive as well.
We went to see Kim and her husband Graham, who say they want to make it clear they welcome what they call genuine refugees, but admit their attitude to asylum seekers, and in particular economic migrants, is hostile.
Young men getting off a boat and strutting up the shingle, wearing Nike trainers, carrying smartphones. I'm sorry, but that's not a refugee.
Oh, are you pleased to be here? Of course we are.
If you lived through this every day, if you were listening to the helicopters going up, the police sirens, and that's why I'm angry. I feel very protective of this community.
Nobody knows who those people are. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they've come from. The longer it goes on, the greater the chance is that something nasty will happen. Somebody coming up that beach tooled up with AK-47s.
That's not the way everyone views the migrants. Terry Preston has lived on this coast for most of his life.
It's very divisive and it's certainly divided the community. We need to treat these people with compassion and justice. And of course there's got to be an immigration system. We can't in this small island take everyone who comes, but there's got to be a compassionate way in which that's dealt with.
The government says it's determined to tackle the rise in channel crossings, but without a significant shift in policies, they're likely to remain the backdrop to the lives of those who live in these coastal communities. Lisa Holland, Sky News, Kent.